To the genuine ones, I truly hope all is well in your end, and I truly hope that you continue to find peace within regards to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. Today is currently September 3rd, 2025. Gang stalking is real to your household. You're not doing it for likes, views, cloud chasing, or fame. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done 7/31/2025. Always be yourself, know his intentions. To the genuine ones, never give up on yourself because someone said you didn't have potential. They didn't know how to love you, respect you, or protect you. They want to shortchange you when it came to your mental health. Disrespecting you allowed to kick you down. You was going through obstacles, but hold on one second, God didn't allow you to frown. God was maintaining your heart, how beautiful it truly was. You ain't had to sell your soul, hold on one second, we wasn't all the same when it came to respecting our neighbor, not projecting pain. You came from poverty and pain that day. Regardless if you did or you didn't, at the end of the day, your heart was actually beating, having a soul that was truly gifted at the end of the day, not to overlook yourself, let alone relapse another day, but getting focused to realize that, hold on one second, I'm worthy of pouring into myself when someone overlooked me and said I wasn't worthy. They said I was mentally unstable, but I was truly keeping it real, allowing myself to love me, understand unconditional love started within. They didn't understand your beauty because it starts within. I love myself not to dim my light. Practice made perfect at the end of the day. You ain't had to play with spirit, hold on one second, to project lies on your name when they had hate in their vein. The take for tech mindset. You ain't have to gather with that hatred at the end of the day, discourage your neighbor. You had potential within you. You wasn't wrong for talking enough for yourself when folks was sneak dissing you. They took your kindness or weakness and hold on one second. They called you a crasher, but you was truly far from that. Speaking up for yourself when it come to confidence, don't allow yourself to give up on yourself. When they said that you was wild and now you was far from that because God was really showing you maturing at the end of the day. I got your back, because when God spent the block, we may not pray the same, but elevation has different when you don't have hate in your vein. Always be yourself with normalist intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. To the genuine ones, never give up on yourself. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. No mother or father or loved one should lose a child because someone lacks self-control when it comes to discipline. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. It should be no reason why a mother or father loses a child because someone has jealousy or hate or envy within them, or someone has to create a gang stalking group to, when it comes to a hate train, when it comes to someone's next door neighbor in different tax bracket, trying to kick someone down to project a hate crime towards them, or to rob them mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, or tell someone's every move like a bad habit. Hold on one second, that innocent person wasn't on the same page. We all don't operate the same, and I say that respectfully. Didn't have to pretend to be authentic. Always be yourself, no intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding regards to who's trying to blackmail me against me. Today is currently August 3rd, 2025. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Always be yourself.
No, that shit on me, goddammit. My content, everybody does. Okay. You ever been minding your business, minding your business, whatever the case may be? You decide to say, you know what, I want to go from point A to Z. No, for real, for real. You ever got out of that mindset at the end of the day? I ain't gonna let nobody discourage me today. You know when you said that you got the courage and the big balls and say, you know what? No, for real, because it just happens with a split of a goddamn second. As soon as you go outside, someone got something to say that was a goddamn lie. You ever had a Jehovah fucking Witness run up on you the other day? Only to give you a flyer and say, hold on one second, baby, I want to pray for you. And only reason they want to pray against you, hold on one second, motherfucker, I didn't sign up for this bullshit. No, for real, for real. A motherfucker would shortchange you and try to cast spell work towards you at the end of the day because they a whole fucking witch or a warlock and shit, and try to cause some motherfucking confusion in your life. Or because you say, you know what? I wanted to go from point A to Z. God works miracles within me. I love myself not to dim my light. You motherfucker, back up. No, for real, for real. A motherfucker will be like, hey, I'm here for you, neighbor. Hey, I'm here for you, neighbor. Only to find the motherfucker praying to get you. Motherfucker trying to come out with fucking these methods at the end of the day to cast fucking beauty, magic, spell work in a toxic way, cause confusion in your life, make sure your wife don't treat you right or your husband don't treat you right, all types of weird shit. Like, hold on one second. You weird son of a bitch. You mean to tell me this is what you preach? Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. You gotta be mindful and wise who the fuck prays because the devil's a goddamn lie. A motherfucker will see you trying to get your life together. You know, like when you have something laying around the house for years at a time or months at a time, some shit that you never picked up. A motherfucker would swear that you got a whole bunch of fucking money. No, that shit on me, bitch. I bought this like 6 Christmases ago. I just didn't use it yet. You know when you know how to keep yourself, you know, reserved and Well, kid, you know, some motherfuckers don't take care of their shit. No, for real, you know, like that parent in the day that keep telling their child, motherfucker, I'm tired of buying you the same shit over and over again. What the fuck? Get it together. Until they got to spend their own motherfucking money. Hold on 1 second. I see what my mother and father was fucking talking about, bitch, because I don't want to spend this motherfucking last little couple of dollars on some shit I could have kept maintained. And the change on me. The pain! You be like, you know what? I don't even fuck with my folks in the day, but I hear what you saying in the day. You know what? You taught me well. No, for real. A motherfucker would have a closet full of clothes, and you wear a certain type of brand at the end of the day, you know, because at the end of the day, you not a flashy motherfucker. As soon as you go outside, that motherfucker got money. No, bitch, it's a check on me. A motherfucker at the end of the day understands the season and occasion at the end of the day. I could go outside looking how the fuck I want to look at the day. Don't mean I got a whole lot of fucking money. A motherfucker would try to rob you blindside at the end of the day. And only realize they didn't get away with shit. No, I have to train on you stupid son of a bitch. No, for real. How far are you gonna go with reuse motherfucking clothes, you stupid son of a bitch? No, for real. It ain't gonna last so long. No, for real. A motherfucker would try to rob you for your fucking TV. Blindsided. Like, you know what? I've been plowing on this bitch for years and months at a time. You know, I see them coming and going by they self and shit. Let me see what the fuck they got in that crib. Let me poke they fucking they little mental health and shit. Going messing around with they doorknob and shit. Only try to rob somebody blindside. Only was hold on 1 second. Who the fuck signed me up for this bullshit? No, for real. A dumbass gonna say that for real because they don't realize. Hold on 1 second. I have common sense. What the fuck? I listen to all you stupid ass motherfuckers. This motherfucker ain't got shit in there. You serious? Now motherfuckers still in fridges. You want that noisy shit? You can have that shit. No, the tray on me, you son of a bitch. Ain't no food in there either. You ain't getting no snack, bitch. No, for real. I don't leave crumbs around. So at the end of the day, I don't know what the fuck you actually looking for. No, for real. A motherfucker will make an assumption about you, and they only gotta realize it. Hold on 1 second. So you mean to tell me A, B, C, D ain't got common sense that I've been putting myself in the mindset of kicking the next person down, and they just barely making it? I told you the devil's a goddamn lie. You ever been motherfucking minding your business, whatever the case may be? Came across a motherfucking Jehovah's Witness, whatever the case may be, and they were trying to preach to you? I see a gift and a spirit around you that, you know, is calling me to tell you something today. You know, you mind if I give you a word or two, because I don't know if you're hearing the word from God or if you're hearing the word from your ancestors or your spirit team. Are you overlooking something right now? I gotta tell you something. No, haven't checked on me. You know, I don't need nobody walking down the street trying to say on my free will. If that was the case, I might as well go to the church. No, the church on me if I'm that fucking disturbed. Hello, what the fuck? No, for real. You ever realize a motherfucker want to pray for you and only realize it's on your family? Or associate or someone that you don't fuck with no more? Or a stranger in the street the day that you be like, you know what? I wouldn't even hold a conversation with you. Then they keep it pushing. No, for real. Pour into you. No, for real. A motherfucker would try to pour into you at the end of the day only to shortchange their own fucking mental health. Like, hold on 1 second. You mean that illusion didn't work when I tried to make them mentally unstable? Fuck! A motherfucker will be mad because the spell work ain't working and how it's supposed to be working. No, for real. They would go through all the measures in the day to ring a bell, to cast a spell, to knock on your doorknob, to protect you mentally unstable. No, for real. They would have the next door neighbor, different tax brackets watching your every move, all types of shit. They would send you beauty smells. They would send you fucking, they would make sure your mail don't come to you. All types of weird shit. They would make sure the love of your life don't treat you right, won't come knocking at your door. No, for real. A motherfucker would try to disturb your peace. They don't want you to grow up to believe in your favors. You know what? That's nothing but the devil. Because you know what? You know, I worship the good God with lowest intentions. And when God says, you know what? I'm revealing the devil on the enemy to you at the end of the day, be patient with me. You prayed to go with it, and I got your back. Fuck what these motherfuckers got said at the end of the day. It was never for clout chasing when you prayed to go with them. Hold on 1 second. Behind those tears was truly real when you understood your reflection. You know that energy is different, butterfly. You continue to elevate when they was telling those lies. Hold on 1 second. They didn't know how to love you, protect you, pretending to actually try to blackmail you at the end of the day to play you close. No, for real. They was doing a whole lot of fucking pretending. No, for real. You ever had a motherfucker come into your life and act like they a spiritualist or whatever case may be, or a tarot reader, or they believe in God and shit, only because they want to decide you, protect your mental health, or let them project spell work on you, or project lust, or try to manipulate you out of your shoes, or your mental health out on your fucking pockets? No, they shake on me, bitch. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. And then come to motherfucking find out. These motherfuckers gather a motherfucking hate train and different tax brackets to project pain on you. Bitch, I wasn't your issue. It sounds like you are disturbed. Why you trying to disturb my fucking peace? That's the part right there. A motherfucker would try to break your peace, rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, even make you fucking homeless. And it's a trait over me. And as soon as you speak up for yourself, that bitch is crazy, mentally unstable. I didn't sign up for this shit. I didn't sign up for this shit. No, for real, bro. Cause you start to sit back and observe why the fuck you don't talk to people in the day. Cause that was a goddamn lie. You know when God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They ain't got ill intentions in you, the evil life. Going through pain and trauma, the energy's different. Being authentic, hold on one second, the motivation is different. It ain't competition, neighbor, 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 neighbor. Being yourself a neighbor, 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 neighbor. You know, the energy is different. I love myself not to dim my light. I love myself not to dim my light. You know, some motherfuckers can't go in their household and talk about God. No, I have to check on me. Because that's nothing but the devil right there. No, for real, bro. A motherfucker will be in their household and be like, look, how do I play this conversation off and paint somebody at the end of the day to say I'm believing in God and all types of shit, and only realize the whole entire time they was a lie. Because people do that shit. They realize they can't talk about God in their house for too long. No, for real, because they like, you know what? I don't fucking believe in that shit. Whatever the fuck they praying to, I don't pray to that shit. I like to kick my neighbor down. This motherfucker say in the back of their motherfucking head. This mother say in the back of their fucking head. I like to project spirit. What the fuck? No, hold on, homie. Listen. We all don't do that shit. No, for real. Peace and respect. Your neighbor start the fire. Somebody already know them. You like go, your neighbor know them. You like. No, for real. We all do not play with spell work. No, for real. Be yourself. If a motherfucker gotta gather up with a group of folks at the end of the day, it just tells a lot about their insecurities. No, it's the straight though, but you weird son of a bitch. You know, I was reading something with them, reading some mind my business. I came along some shit. A motherfucker was like, you know, I don't understand why people go against each other. Did you hear the conversation before that person went against the motherfucker? Fuck you too, bitch. No, here's the trait though for me. A motherfucker will pop shit about you for the long run at the end of the day. And as soon as you speak up for yourself, now you the fucking problem. No, here's the trait though for me. Nah. I ain't got nothing against my neighbor, but fuck that shit. God took over the world and said, pop your shit. I got your back. I spent the block for all the right goddamn reasons. Thank you. I don't worship the devil. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. You know, neighbor, you older than me, whatever the case may be. I respect my elders. You know what I'm saying? You know, because all my neighbors at the end of the day, I say this respectfully, elder or not, they don't all send a motherfucking evil out, let alone project spell work. You know, a hate train or a gang stalking and shit. Not everybody's mental health is like that. Like, hold on one second. I got too much shit going on in my life to be gang stalking you, boo-boo, or honey bun, or love, or whatever the case may be, buttercup. Whatever the fuck your name is, and the drink over me. No, for a motherfucker be like, you know, I got kids. Like, hello, I gotta pour into me too. I can't shortchange myself, worried about you, casting a motherfucking spell on you. No, motherfuckers really do that shit. A motherfucker will project spell work on you, beauty magic, and make sure you're financially stable and shit. Cause illusions in your life. Then they didn't want to say, oh, see, I told you they talking about God today. They mentally unstable. Oh, they talking about this today. Oh, they talking about spirituality. That motherfucker crazy as shit. Oh, okay. Okay. But I bet you I moved that motherfucking paranoid shit that was going around me at the end of the day, or move that shit right the fuck around me, whatever that was, who was sending some boo-boo juju, whatever the case may be. Hello, sir. Turn back into you son of a bitch. And the trait through me. And that same motherfucker be like this. I gotta get in my pride today. I gotta realize I fucked up that day. Can you help me, neighbor? Can you help me? No, the trait though me. A motherfucker be like, you know what? I don't know what you did. I got some negative energy around me and shit. Motherfuckers casting spells. I'm not too much into spirituality, but it is real. We do live in a spiritual world or whatever the case may be. And, you know, can you help me? Help me. Please. The trait though for me. When you realize someone pops so much shit about you at the end of the day, it's like, why am I helping you help me? Wasn't you the same one sending me the evil eye? Wasn't you the same one in that hate group at the end of the day? You know, I'll pray for you from a distance that, you know, you found the God that's for you at the end of the day. Because my God at the end of the day say, you know what? Just pray for your neighbor. Pray for your neighbor. Don't dim your light. Just pray for your neighbor because you are not a hater. You know, we all not haters. You didn't have to pretend to be authentic. Always be yourself. No one's attention. I say that respectfully. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater. What about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater. What about you? Stop the violence in the community. Stop the violence in the community.
Today's currently September 3rd. You know, gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. You know, my content is not for everybody. You know, when it comes to gang stalking, they hack your devices, your emails. They even tamper with your mail, make sure that you don't get certain packages, or they even forge your signature, whatever the case may be. Or they send a person like your next door neighbor different tax brackets to watch your every move to make sure that you go to the laundry. Are you back in the house? Did you go wash your ass today? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do this? Did you do that? Or they have somebody follow you around. How gang stalking is real. You know, it may not be happening in your household, but it's happening in someone's household that's not doing it for likes and views of clout chasing or fame. You know, we may not pray the same, but God was never for sale, and I say that respectfully. You know, God was never for likes and views of clout chasing. We don't have the same God, but I know how to respect my neighbor regardless if you sending me the evil eye or projecting sport towards me or had ill intentions towards me at the end of the day.
6 feet apart, motherfucker. Just stay in your goddamn lane. No, that's the trade off for me.
Always be yourself, no intentions. I'm far from an addict, and I'm far from a sex worker. And I say that respectfully, regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me against me, or regardless of who has me shadow banned or whatever the case may be. You know, when the right people walk into you like that, God sends. It's not I outdo you when it comes to your trauma. It's not I'm better than you at the end of the day. It's I know how to respect my neighbor but no misintentions. You know, when the right people walk into your life, that heart is different. You know, because having a heart at the end of the day, not hate. Hold on one second. We was on two different vocabularies when it comes to elevation. Hold on one second. High vibration. You know, because when the right people walk into your life, they're not kicking you down. They don't got ill intentions to see you crown. You know, see you frown. When God's trying to fix your crown, you know, the energy is different. It was never competition. It was never antagonize your neighbor. It was never send illusions when it comes to spell work in a toxic way, get them robbed mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, or project a hate crime or try to blackmail them against them because someone's ain't gonna hit them at the end of the day because they walk in these streets alone. Or they walking from point A to Z and nobody's protecting them. How this type of stuff actually happens when an innocent person didn't have to pretend being authentic. They wasn't bragging, they was keeping it real. Didn't have to wear a mask at the end of the day to understand unconditional love started within. When someone tried to cast a spell on them that day. You know, this type of stuff actually happens. When God sends right people into your life, respect's a two-way street. I may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. But when God sends the right people into your life, I respect my neighbor. I ain't got hate in my vein, regardless of keeping poverty and pain. It's not jealousy or envy or malicious intentions, energy harvesting off the next person's energy, or trying to destiny strike with somebody, or, you know, trying to destiny swipe with somebody. Because when you have your own anointings, that beauty starts within. That growth hits different when it comes to elevation. Yeah, they didn't support you, love you, respect you, protect you. They dissed you, said that you wasn't relevant at the end of the day, but God was showing you your potential. Being authentic is going to bother certain folks' mental health. Being discouraged wasn't part of your chapter when it comes to standing up for yourself, to believe in your faith, stepping out of your comfort zone. At the end of the day, hold on one second, very so much grateful that you didn't lose yourself because someone's trying to project pain. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. It's not. When God sends the right people into your life, regardless to where you at in your spiritual journey, regardless to where you at in your healing journey, respect's a two-way street. If you're not for me, I'm not sending you the evil lie. I'm not projecting sport on you, but I'm going to speak up for myself. And I say that respectfully. I don't have ill intentions to bring harm towards my neighbor, but my neighbor in the background at the end of the day has to try to dim my light or try to blackmail me against me. But hold on one second, I wasn't trying to lose me. Gang stalking is real to your household. You're not doing it for likes and views of clout chasing. It doesn't matter about your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. Your voice does matter when someone says that nobody's going to believe you. Regardless if someone has you shadow banned, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, at the end of the day, your voice matters. And especially when you never have malicious intentions towards somebody and they decide to take your kindness for weakness, you're not wrong for speaking up for yourself. And I say that respectfully because we all do not play with sport in a toxic way. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, or sit there and go to this witch, that warlock, that doctor, that tarot reader, that karmic, and send someone the evil eye or send someone spell work or energy harvest off the next person's energy. We all do not operate like that. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done to me 7/31/2025, and I would never hurt myself regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me against me. Loving yourself is not a crime. I love to talk about love.
Now you have to take off your goddamn my cousin stuff, everybody, and that's okay.
You know, when God picked up the pieces, only to realize God truly healed your heart when you least expected, not to overlook yourself when you truly fall from mentally ill. How your past couldn't relate to you, only to keep it real. How a future so real, someone truly showing you that hold on 1 second, someone could truly pour into that fruitful cup. That God allows you to find balance when it comes to maturity. You know, boundaries hits different. Your past fumbled you, but your future truly wasn't a mistake. Someone truly showing you that hold on 1 second, having trust issues when it comes to conversation, it was truly irrelevant because someone truly knew how to fulfill those shoes. It was never for likes and views of cloud chasing because you was far from the fool. You know how when someone truly shows you respect, they wasn't switching up only was the hold on 1 second. They was far from pretending to protect your mental health, well on your heart that day, walking into the right person's arms only was the hold on 1 second. God didn't make a mistake. Y'all may not pray the same, but elevation is different. You know, one may be spiritual or not. But someone truly brought you the balance that you actually need, and God truly wasn't pretending when God truly shows you that hold on 1 second, someone could respect you in a not a toxic way. How someone vocabulary makes sense to you. Unconditional love allows you to feel while you're truly keeping the real, looking in the mirror, that you truly was beautiful. You was beautiful enough to pour into you another day, and someone truly just brought you balance. The elevation is different. It wasn't for likes and views of cloud chasing on your pockets. The psych get your free will. Let them have a hand problem. You know, someone bringing peace into your life Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments. The energy is different. It wasn't competition, let alone lust. Someone didn't have to play with sport to get your time and day when it came to your vocabulary. You know, when the outside world was sending you the evil lie, how the love of your life was truly praying for you and against you, the energy is different. When folks try to dim your light, the love of your life was pouring into you, show you that you was worthy. Hold on 1 second, you had the right protector to hold you down. Not to see you down, but maintain your smile. How you had good and bad days, but who would have knew that overcoming a storm with the right person, God allowed you to see a vision, being fruitful. You know, that fruitful love was real. Only the was far from bugging at the end of the day when someone truly shows you how to keep it real. They wasn't there to take your kindness or weakness, love. Only was hold on 1 second. True love was never competition, let alone unconditional love allows you to feel. I may not make sense to the average person, but being authentic is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. Regardless to who tries to outdo you better than you, it's only one you. And I say that respectfully. You know, true love is not complicated, and especially when the right person walks into your life, they don't have to pretend to act like God sent them into your life. They don't have to pretend to try to play you close, to try to get your free will, your mental, don't get yours, and I say that respectfully. Because when someone actually walks into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no malicious intentions.
Did I say hold on 1 second? Ain't no switching up over here.
It just got better with chapters when you least expect it. Who would have knew that season at the end of the day? You may not know how to cook, but who would have knew God shows you the proper remedy when it came to hold on 1 second, it was far from a disaster. Your meal was cooked properly. You know, when God sends you the right gift, God truly allows you to feel while your garden was truly fulfilled. You started to pour into you to love you. Only was the hold on 1 second, you almost gave one another apartment. Only for the love of your life, not to overlook you. Someone sees you, hears you, respects you. True love wasn't complicated. Only was the hold on 1 second. True love was far from disrespectful. You know, someone wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too. And it's just different. Finally, a chapter where someone didn't have to play with spell work or project lust or manipulate you or disrespect you or suck at your pockets or your mental health or paint you out to be crazy because you knew how to love somebody properly the first time around. Wow. It was your dream. It was your reality. It was never for likes if you was a cloud chasing. Because God was never for sale. It don't likes if you was a cloud chasing. I'm not aging on spec. Be patient with your process when it comes to healing, trying pain. When the right person walks into your life, they don't gotta pretend to play mind games. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstand in regards to what community, what cult.
He's trying to blackmail me against me, and I say that respectfully.
I'm not here to love respect, and my content is not for everybody. No mother or father or loved one should lose a child because someone has jealousy or envy or hate within them. Because someone lacks boundaries and self-control. And their child didn't have to do anything for someone to have the evil lie or project sport towards their child. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. We don't pray the same. I'm far from a hater. When God sent the right people to your life, they was far from pretender. They was far from pretending. They was far from haters.
No, I gotta go.
Always be yourself, no intentions. I'm still healing from a hate crime, 731, 2025. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. You're not doing it for likes and music cloud chasing or fame. My content is not for everyone. Any negative energy return back to sender. I call my energy back. I don't worship the devil. We're not the same. Didn't have to pretend to be authentic. I'm a child of God. I worship the good God with no misintentions. We're not the same at the end of the day. But always be yourself, no misintentions. When someone doesn't understand your vision. Here we tie our shoe differently. But I know I respect my neighbor. Didn't have to pretend. I'm not agent of respect. Gang stalking is really real. It will hack your devices, your emails, tamper with your mail, forge your signature, try to blackmail you, duplicate it because they got folks in the background that work in different tax brackets to try to blackmail you against you. Or try to paint people under the illusion that you're mentally incapable of being healthy. I would never hurt myself. I'm far from an addict and I'm far from a sex worker. And I say that respectfully, regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me or have me shadow ban on any platform, or who had to pay somebody for my past. Because one thing I don't run from, regardless of a lie or not, he say, she say, and I don't run from my past. We all not the same, and I say that respectfully. I'm nice and respect. When people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you, and they're not sending you the evil lie, let alone energy, harvesting off your energy, or projecting spell work towards you. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. You are beautiful, you are handsome. Never give up on yourself and never allow someone's insecurities or jealousy, hate, or envy be projected on you because someone's in the background projecting spell work towards you when it comes to casting beauty spells or trying to make you mentally unstable or project an illness on you, whatever the case may be, or trying to blackmail you against you. I'm nice and respect. Loving yourself is on the crown.
Peace and respect, your neighbors, the ones you made it right on them, yeah, like, gotta go, neighbor, them, yeah, like.
And when it comes to my creativity, I work with my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God. And I work alone when it comes to my creativity, regardless to who's trying to blackmail me against me. I never gave nobody permission to make money off of me when it comes to my creativity. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. I work alone when it comes to my creativity, and I say that respectfully, regardless of what tax bracket you in, regardless to what coach you in, and regardless of what church house you playing.
No, I gotta go.
Always be yourself. I'm far from a hater. I know how to put respect on my neighbor's name, let alone give them flowers. And I ain't got to send you the evil lie. I ain't got hate in my vein. Didn't have to pretend to be someone I truly was at the end of the day to project pain. We ain't the same. Always be yourself, no intentions. I'm not agent of respect. Stop the violence. Protect your energy. Protect you and your family. Stay out of trouble. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, or others around me. And I say that respectfully regardless who's trying to blackmail me against me. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Today is currently September 3rd, 2025. And I work alone when it comes to my creativity.
No, I gotta